Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, episode 16 of attempting to try and form the Empire of Britannia. It's not going too badly, we do still need a second kingdom, but we're just working on tidying up some of the counties that we didn't manage to take in our previous wars. There's a little... there's a few counties that are just still knocking around that just make our borders look a little bit ugly. Counties that should rightfully be ours, they're de jure part of our kingdom that we haven't managed to grab. So we are going to try and sort that out. We've got some usurping that's been going on up here, which is a little bit annoying because the title is roaming around a little bit up there. And this is difficult because you don't know who that you need to suck up to. You're sucking up to one person because they are a duke, and then the next minute somebody else takes the title from them and they're a duke instead. Speaking of prisoners, do we have any that we can ransom off? We probably do. You're not worth the gold, really, but... try and ransom off people where we can. If we can get some war score, we might lose some war score for ransoming people off, but if we can get some money, then we'll get some money. We like money. Money is very good. That's one heck of an army up there. Are you involved in this war? You are, aren't you? You are actually this guy's ally. Wow, you did muster quite an army. It's not going to save you. I mean, we're still going to win the war, but I'm impressed. Definitely impressed. It's because I'm on the wrong map mode. Because when you're on the wrong map mode, you can't actually see where you've managed to... already managed to siege out. We're at 91%. When Cornwall falls, which should be any time now. There we go. 100% war score. Offer peace. Enforce demands. We have Devon. So I'm over my domain limit again. The reason I'm over my domain limit is because we have just taken that. Actually, I'm not over my domain limit. Did I take it for somebody else then? Yeah, we took it for the Duke of Wessex because it's all part of his duchy. So is that actually part of Wessex? No, it's part of Cornwall. Oh, well, that's fine. He had a claim on it. We pressed the claim for him. That's good. It means I didn't have to bother. I didn't have to bother fabricating a claim, which means it didn't cost me any money. So I don't mind doing that at all. We're going to go ahead and drop the levies. New important decisions available. Grand tournament. Yes, I would absolutely love to hold a grand tournament. It'll cost us 200 gold, but we have a fair bit. So let's go ahead and do it. We shall have the grand tournament. It will begin soon. I've sent forth messengers around the realm to spread the word that a grand tournament is to be held. So we've got some more titles we can create. We could usurp some titles. We'll let our opinion recover for a little bit with our vassals because we did lose some opinion for raising the levies. We can grab more tech. This time it's going to be in cultural advances. Legalism is often a good one to get because it allows us to basically change more laws. It gives us more option for the laws that we can interfere with. Can't change any for a while, of course, because we've already changed the law once within the last 10 years. I think you can only change the law every 10 years. But I think that, I can't remember what it is it allows us to go up to now. I used to know these off by heart at one point. Medium Crown Authority and Medium Centralisation. So going up to Medium Crown Authority would basically mean we would get... we'd lose an extra 5 opinion with all of our vassals, but we would gain an extra 20% of their levy. And also centralisation means that we would have a bigger domain size, but we would get less vassal limit. Not something that we necessarily need to have. But it's time to let the tournament begin, and for the next 2 months, let all show their martial brilliance. This is the time. So we'll let that tick on. Won't take too long, not at the speed that we're running at, so we'll probably end up with quite a few pop-ups in rapid succession. Hopefully everything's going to be good for us. Let's look at something else, because trying to look at something else normally guarantees that you'll get a ton of pop-ups that you don't want to read. So we've still got this guy over here as the leader of the Northumbrian revolt. It'd be nice if we could actually get happy with him. He's got a fairly sizable army. But, you know, we don't know how things are going to turn out with him. He may end up not even being in charge of anything by the end of things. And obviously this guy, the Duke of Northumbria, he doesn't like us particularly much either. But that title seems to be swapping hands quite a lot at the moment. Everybody else who is our vassal has a positive opinion of us, though. So that is a very good thing. Earl Edmund of Suffolk has been crowned the winner of my grand tournament. Well, that was quick. We didn't actually get anything to do at all there. So his opinion of us increases by 20 for 20 years. What else do we get from that? Balthair of the Northumbrian Revolt. Bravery. Let's try that again. Balthair of Northumbrian Revolt's bravery won him second place in my grand tournament. So I like how we've actually got someone who's part of a rebel faction. He's the leader of a rebel faction and he's fighting in the King's grand tournament. Baron Aethelfrith of Buckingham fought his way to third place in my grand tournament. Okay, so we get quite a few reputation boosts there with some important people, or relatively important people. Once again, annoying raiders. The tournament is over and now it's time to bask in the glory. So look at all of those opinion modifiers. Plus 10 opinion with pretty much everybody. All of the counts and all of the dukes. Plus 10 opinion for 2 years. Wonderful. Oh, you're marching off because you're being threatened by this guy's army. That's fine. So we could go ahead now. We've got a claim over here that we can press to try and take Gwent. But apparently we have a truce, and that would cost us 2,000 prestige, so we don't want to go ahead and do that, fortunately. What about you? We could only make you a tributary. Do we have any other claims that we could press? Well, we could certainly go and try and press this one up here, although we're going to have a truce with this guy, aren't we? Because he was in the previous war. No, apparently we can. Apparently we can go ahead and make a claim on that. It's not saying that we'd be breaking any truces. Sure, we'll have it. So, we're now in a war again. What a surprise. It's pretty much the way this game works. Let's go and raise the vassal levies. Let's group them all together and move everybody up to Northumbria. And we want to just grab the retinue. We'll just keep them in Leicester. Because the other problem, of course, with the retinues is every time they lose men, you have to pay to reinforce them. And they're certainly useful to have around, but we don't want to lose men if we can avoid losing men. They've got a bit of an army that is amassing down here. They've also got these guys up there. I hadn't fully anticipated that we might get attacked from behind down there by his allies, but we can certainly deal with that. Once we get our main army together, I might actually go down here and crush this guy's army first. In fact, that is my new plan. Of course, the game's auto-saving because it likes doing that when I'm trying to bandbox stuff because it just makes it so much more fun. So, let's move everybody down into this area. Oh, there we go. Get a little technology increase there. Some truces are expiring as well. Not that they're things that we really need to get involved with all that much. So the levy is still fine. Let's group everybody together here. Do I want to be leading the flank again? Not necessarily sure that I do. We do seem to be a little bit short of commanders at the moment. We can have 2 more. You should be a commander. And you should be a commander. So who is our... Let's try that again. Who is our best commander? You have a... No, I thought you had a... You're a master seducer. I thought you had a combat modifier. You got a marshal of 17, though. And that's the guy who's the leader of the revolt. You only have a personal... Well, you just have some combat modifiers, so that's fine. You just have personal combat modifiers. You should be on one side, and then on the other side... Probably that. That seems fine. Okay, so let's go ahead with... almost 4-to-1 numbers and ruffle stomp this pathetic excuse of an army that you have down here. So I'd very much like it if you would stop getting involved in your allies' war, please and thank you. Thanks for the free war score. Where's he off to? We've already got 30% war score, that is, now. I was going to say, surely don't tell me he's going for the retinue. I mean, even though the retinue doesn't really have a lot of leaders with it, again, it's sort of 4-to-1 odds. Okay, I'm not too bothered about that random stack of 5 men lurking around. So let's go and move these guys up north. We've already got 34% war score. We haven't even engaged the sort of primary opponent in this war. So we'll go ahead and kick your army in the face a little bit, and then we'll go and move into Clydesdale and see if we can siege that out from under you. And again, one flank, well, middle was led by a priest or a bishop. Not the ideal way to win a war, I suppose. But we should be able to get that relatively easily. I wish all of this internal conflict stuff would go away. I believe there is a law that can be passed at some point that stops internal conflicts. I think. I'm not 100% certain. Vassals can no longer fight each other. So we need to try and go up to medium crown authority as soon as possible. So it'll stop the internal conflicts. It doesn't stop revolts, though. You can still get a revolt because it's not a direct... A revolt isn't a direct war between two vassals. A revolt is a war between a rebel faction and a vassal. Even though technically the rebel faction is your vassal. But it just basically stops one duke declaring war on another duke over a county and stuff like that. So it will certainly help to reduce the amount of internal conflict there is going on. So this is our son here. He already has charitable. We'll just have him keep it. Why would we ever want to lose it? I'm actually starting to remember what all of the events are now, to the point where I don't necessarily have to stop and read them all, because I just know that the top one lets me keep what I've already got if it's the positive one, and it's just one of those things that comes with a little bit of practice. So he's got 49 men down here sitting in Gloucester. They can't even siege anything because they don't have enough men down there. And he's got 95 there. He's just got stomping around that once again he can't really do anything with. The morale of this siege is only going down 9.7 every 12 days, which is pretty slow. It would be nice if it was a little bit quicker. Duke Hesse the Seducer has usurped the county of Bremen from Wilbert the Leecher. So there you go. You can already see that we've got, you know, counties changing hands between various dukes and various other counts. And it makes life difficult for us because it means it's hard to keep everybody happy, because all of a sudden someone who you had 100% with, who has a lot of land, loses some of his land to somebody who you don't have 100% opinion with, who then you have to go and suck up to again. So it can be very, very annoying. Be nice if we could get him a little bit friendlier, but I think it's going to be just interesting to see how his war ends up. He's currently in a couple of wars at the moment. 73%, only 6% in trying to get Northumbria. I'm not sure that's going to work out for him. We do have 100% war score though, so we are going to enforce our demands up here. So let's offer peace, enforce demands. And our claim has ended. What have we got here? Vassal inheritance warning. There are vassals with worrisome lines of succession, because it's probably this one. No. Yeah, apparently it is that one. Because your heir... well, we might lose a vassal, but the land would stay in the realm, so it's not terrible. Let's go ahead and drop the levies. My own personal levies is looking a little bit weak at the moment. It'd be nice to go ahead and do some more upgrades. I think we should. Now the time has come. We've got some money. We could go ahead and build a keep, upgrade the keep here to level 2. That'll increase the levy size and the garrison size. Castletown is also nice because it increases our income. So let's go ahead and do that first, because that'll pay for itself, and then we can go and improve the keep. 4,444 prestige, going quite well right now. Quick look at the intrigue. There is a plot. You are the Marshal of Bedford. If you wouldn't mind not backing that plot, thank you very much. You are the something of something or other. I knew you were just a courtier in Bedford. Okay, fair enough. Still haven't managed to get that white stag yet. If you wouldn't mind ending your plot, thank you very much. Any prisoners that we can ransom? Yes, there is one there actually. What would we get for you? 14 gold. Better than a smack in the eye. Lose 20 prestige or gain arbitrary. We don't want to be arbitrary, and we've got plenty of prestige, so we'll go ahead and lose that. It's not a big deal. Any more claims on anything? We've still got a claim down here, so can we actually use that? Yep, you've stopped that plot. That is good. Do we still have that truce? Apparently we no longer have that truce. Let's go ahead and declare war then. So we've declared war. We are once again, what's our -13? We need to stop going to war for a little while after this one. So we'll raise everybody up. We will grab everybody together and probably put them in Oxford. There is some more up here. Quite a sizable little group up here as well. So you can also come down to Oxford. And again, we want to grab the retinue and just get that to stay there. And we'll see who else ends up getting called into this. And we've got raiders popping up as well. He's got 800 men. That's not going to be enough. It's not going to be nearly enough. He did manage to kill a little 3-stack there. He got a little bit lucky. So I'm on -1 war score. Which, you know, is a bit douchey, but it will not save him. So we'll just wait until everybody groups together. There they are. Let's group them up. Yeah, those leaders are fine. I might be tempted in some occasions to micromanage a little bit more with the people leading the army, but when I've got such a big numbers advantage, it really isn't worth the time. We've already destroyed, well, the entire army. It just got melted right there. I see you are being a... oh, there's a plot. I see you're being a pain in the hoop, so we'll deal with that. 2 plots here, actually. End your plot. And end your plot. There's nobody backing them. Oh, there is one backing that now. Oh, just very quick. Oh, you've already stopped. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and deal with that army. Which, again, it isn't really a very big army. It can't really do anything. But we'll kill it off when we get the opportunity to. It's all free war score. Let's go down here then. 70% already, and we haven't sieged anything. Another valid tactic, of course, is ambitious. Yeah, let's have him become ambitious. So, there's basically 2 valid ways that you can win a war. One is to, you know, just go in and fight and get all your war score from winning battles. The other option, of course, is to not fight at all and just go and siege out the counties. Because if you win the sieges and you don't actually get into any battles, you don't lose any men. And keeps your manpower nice and high. Now, let's just go and split this army up. Alright, we'll do it this way then. Oh, no, that's trying to move both of them. Now, there's another reason that I also use my vassals' levies as opposed to my own personal levies. Is that when you have your own levies raised, you pay a huge amount of money maintenance on them. But your vassal levies you don't, because it's not your army, it's your vassals that are paying the money. What have we got here? We can have him become zealous. Zealous is good, gives him martial. Yeah, this guy's actually getting quite good here. Some of our sons have actually got some really good traits, and might actually turn out being pretty good. This lad's also 15, so if we go off now and pass him off to someone with a high martial score, particularly someone like you who is a brilliant strategist, he could end up with an amazing martial score. And having a king with, or a ruler I should say, I mean we are a king at this point but that's not always the case, having a ruler with a really high martial score can be really, really useful in a game like this, because leading in the battles, I mean, it's always risky because you don't want to end up getting yourself killed, but if you have the ability to easily win wars in this game, then the politics takes second place. Yes, you know, this game is far more focused on politics and diplomacy than something like EU4 that is very much focused on war. But when you've got the ability to win almost any battles with relatively even numbers, this just makes it so much easier. So vassal levies have been raised quite a while now. That is going to be slightly problematic. As soon as we've sieged down these two top holdings, that might actually be enough to get the 100% though. There we go. Our son has become of legal age. He has become a skilled tactician. It looks like he's got crap stats just because we haven't pressed the button yet. Hopefully these will show shortly. He's also unlanded. We might be able to find something to give him. Let's just quickly go and unpause again. No, oh yeah, there we go. He's gone up to 12 there. So he is an unlanded son. We'll need to find a little bit of land to give him. Maybe we have to take some from somebody else. We'll see what happens. Well, we haven't got a 100% war score yet. We're still about to siege this one out. Castletown has been built in Leicester. Let's go ahead and get that keep. Cost us quite a bit of money, but it'll all work out in the end. Now then, we actually have a claim. Let's go ahead and use it. It's a shame we just started building that castle town, because that's now put us into a little bit of debt. But as soon as we win this war and we peace out, we'll be able to take some money for doing that. Do we have any prisoners that we can ransom? No, we don't. We do have a couple of plots. Let's ask for those plots to be ended. 100% war score, so let's make sure we are paused. Let's go ahead and offer peace. There we go. So apparently we now control this. Now, who are you? You are my rival. Why do you suddenly hold this? You shouldn't hold that. We don't want you to hold Gwent. So we are going to... Can we not revoke the title? Okay, fair enough. At least that's ended. Well, I could give one of my other... Don't want to give Tamworth away. Sussex, I don't really need Sussex. Let's go away and... See, Surrey's always been a little bit problematic as well. Now, what duchy are they part of? Surrey, Kent and Sussex. So, I currently own Sussex. If I go and give Sussex to my son there... So, grant you a landed title, and you can have the county of Sussex. There we go. I'll be one below my domain limit. And then, can we create the... Now, what duchy is this? This is the Duchy of Kent. Don't have the money to create it, but what I can do at some point is I can create the Duchy of Kent and give everything in it to my son, so he'll control the duchy. And that'll probably be a slightly better idea. Let's go and make you a commander. And that is probably all we have time for. Before I end, though, I should definitely go and dismiss the levies, give them a chance to recover. We do have our claim over here, so we do have a reason to go to war. Is there anybody else that we need to be sucking up with? Yep, the Duke of Northumbria. So let us go ahead and just move the Chancellor over there. And that is a good place to end. So thanks a lot for watching again, guys. I hope you are still enjoying CK2. If you are, and if you've enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to help support the channel, remember I have a Patreon page, and the link is in the description below the video. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye for now.